After 2 days of intense testimony, the verdict has come in for the murder trial of Jason Jones. He has been found guilty of all 3 charges against him. News 13's Anna Hoffman is live in our studios with more on the verdict and the last day of testimony. Anna.
Amy, the jury found Jones guilty of 2 counts of second-degree murder and 1 count of attempted second-degree murder, all punishable with up to 25 years in prison. During today's testimony, Jones made a surprise appearance on the witness stand to share his side of the story.
It was defendant Jason Jones's turn to say what he recalls about the dark night of March 4th, 2020. In questioning, he admits to having a few drinks earlier, but the incident begins when he walks through the front door of his mother, Mary Levan's trailer with a gun.
He asked me why I had it in my pocket, why I brought it in her goddamn house, and I had said, "What? This?" and it went off.
Jones goes on to say that his former girlfriend Esther Lowe and her son Braden were there when the gun went off, seeming emotional.
I just panicked, lost nerve. I just was out of my mind, devastated. And I seen the boy, and I can't imagine what he was thinking.
He then goes on to talk about the events after the first shot, claiming he never shot directly at Lowe, and he has no recollection of murdering the innocent bystander Duana Newman. Prosecutor Larry Batsford begins to call Jones out on his lack of memory.
Let me rephrase the question. You will agree that you shot at Esther 6 or 8 times?
I'm not sure how many, but it was several.
And he does it again.
You don't recall a lot that night, do you?
Yes.
You don't recall shooting your mama the 2nd time?
No, correct.
You don't recall that you shot her the 3rd time?
No.
Once Jones came off the stand, the defense and the prosecution gave their final thoughts, leaving the rest to the jury. After an hour and a half of deliberation, the jury came back with the verdict of guilty for all 3 charges.
We think this verdict sends a clear message to the community that this type of violence will not be tolerated in Bay County.
Following the verdict, Jones was taken into custody where he will await his sentencing. As of now, the date is set for Friday, August 6th, but that is subject to change. Amy?
All right. Thank you, Anna.